Alright, so the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta is officially over today, October 9th, and I kind of just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I know I haven't played much Call of Duty on the channel, but I do play a lot of it, and I have played it for a lot of years, and so I kind of just wanted to kind of have a conversation about my opinions on the beta, and also my opinions on Call of Duty itself, and where it is now, and what I kind of hope that it will be. Not that I, specifically think that it will be good or bad. I don't know. I do really have mixed opinions on this, but I wanted to kind of talk about it, see what everyone else thinks, based on kind of the feedback that I've seen online. A lot of it has been negative. So I kind of just wanted to give my opinion and then see what you guys think as well. So if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below your opinions on this as well. But I played this beta from day one, and I gotta say, I did have a lot of fun with it. And I find that a lot of times when I do play betas for games, I do end up having a lot of fun. Just because I do go in with a clean slate instead of thinking, what is this game comparable to? And of course, a lot of people are going to talk about the one and only Battlefield 6, of course, very, very popular right now. A lot of people that always play Call of Duty are going to Battlefield 6, and that's completely fine. I personally have never even played Battlefield before, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to kind of be taking that step. Call of Duty is definitely, has a spot in my heart, but I gotta say, this beta was fun. And the only one I really have to compare it to, of course, is Black Ops 6. And a little bit of Cold War as well. But definitely the pace of this game is a lot slower than Black Ops 6. And I'm gonna be honest, I stopped playing Black Ops 6 like in the new year. I think a lot of people also had that same experience as well, as you kind of play the game for a couple months, get bored with it, or you're not happy with the content being added, and you kind of move on from it. I think Black Ops 6 was definitely a big disaster, in the way of just not being Call of Duty. You don't really feel like you're in a war zone when you're just, shooting Nicki Minaj or whoever they added. I don't even know. I stopped following Call of Duty in the last year, really. I really haven't played Black Ops 6 in a very long time. And to really just go into a new game where I don't really have super high expectations. I mean, based on what I see in Black Ops 6, I really was just like, okay, this is gonna be another Call of Duty. We're gonna see how it goes, and will it be fun? Maybe. I don't know. The only difference with this beta is that I did not play with any of my friends. I completely did this solo. So all the multiplayer games, all the zombies games I played, they were all solo. And that's a big difference from when I played Black Ops 6. I would mostly play with my friends, and that's a lot of fun. So I think playing solo actually really helped in kind of forming my own opinion. And I think my overall opinion is that I am excited for Black Ops 7. I'm excited to see what happens and where it's going to go. I'm also very afraid for where it's going to go as well. And just before I actually made this video, Call of Duty announced that they will not be putting skill-based matchmaking in the launch game, which I think is a very good step forward. However, I don't really know what that's going to do, or if it's too late. I think it shows they're very desperate to keep their audience, and that's okay. I mean, Call of Duty is, it's an old franchise. It's every year. Everyone kind of gets it every year. It's an expensive game. It's one of those AAA games that come out once a year that you're paying almost $100 for. So you really need to bring that audience in. And for someone who loves multiplayer, and for someone who loves zombies as well, I was definitely disappointed with, ever since Black Ops 3, really, I've never had an amazing experience with the Call of Duties. Black Ops 4, I played mostly the zombies, which I did have fun on. Like, 9 was fun, but other than that, I didn't really play a lot of the DLC maps, because again, I fell off before the whole cycle was over. I played a bit of Blackout of that as well. For like Cold War, I played like the first map that came out. I don't even know what other maps are. I would not be able to tell you. And then again with Black Ops 6, you know, Liberty Falls, it was fun. It's your basic map. But I didn't really enjoy any of the other maps, and I only played, I think it's called Terminus, I don't even remember. I mostly played the multiplayer with my friends, and then we played a lot of zombies as well, but it was only in Liberty Falls. I think it's, you know, a very user-friendly map. However, the way zombies is now, I'm not the biggest fan of it, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the multiplayer, then we'll get into the zombies. But yeah, so the multiplayer, when it first came out for the beta, they never had, you know, it was all skill-based matchmaking, I should say. And then I'm not sure how far along in they made a playlist, you know, like an open playlist, so its skill is taken into consideration very minimally. And that is definitely true. I only played the open playlist after that, and most of my games I had a lot of fun with. And I gotta say, like, the other mode, just the regular mode, definitely was very much more of a competitive space. So I definitely had a lot of fun with the open playlist. And so the big question was, were they going to, you know, keep us into the launch game, the actual game? And everyone was hoping. No one really knew, and then they announced today that they're going to be having that as their, you know, main thing. There's going to be no, you know, open playlists and then the regular one. It's just going to be strictly no skill-based matchmaking. So we'll see how that ends up. Of course, we will cover that when that happens. But yeah, I think that was an overall positive thing. But again, I think a lot of people are going to be waiting for maybe till Christmas to see how well this game performs, because usually, again, those 3 months are usually peak, and after that it kind of drops off. So we'll see how that goes. But for the multiplayer beta, I had a ton of fun. Like, it was just fun. It felt like Call of Duty again. It didn't feel like super fast paced. No one was running around like a crazy person. It simply was a slower paced game, which I definitely did enjoy. The weapons I had a lot of fun with. I played mostly hardcore. I find I do that when I'm playing by myself. And then my friends who like to play core will play core. But the hardcore was definitely a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed that. I reached max level very quickly. They had double XP on, so I reached that very, very quickly. Which was fine. I love unlocking all, you know, the exclusive stuff to the beta, so that was definitely good. But yeah, it makes me excited for this game. Comes out later in November, so we'll see how that goes. But I definitely think it was definitely a big step forward, I will say, from Black Ops 6. And I don't want to get my hopes up because, you know, we don't really know what's going to happen, but it definitely was, in my opinion, a big step forward. Especially with the matchmaking. I got into a match very, very quickly. Like, I would have to leave the lobby just to edit my class. That's how quick it was. It was almost too fast. But I'm not going to complain for that, because Black Ops 6, I will be waiting forever. Like, this is like peak Black Ops 2 times, okay? You get into a lobby immediately. There's no waiting. So I know the numbers were down for this beta compared to, say, Battlefield 6 or like previous Call of Duty betas, but I got into lobbies, absolutely no issue for multiplayer and zombies. So yeah, the multiplayer was awesome. The only, you know, I think there's gonna have to be some nerfs, especially with some of the, you know, special abilities, if you know what I mean by the drone one. Yeah, that's you don't need that many, okay? But yeah, that's overall it was a lot of fun. I gotta say it was, and I am excited to test this game out, and I am gonna get it day one. I always get the Call of Duty's day one, so I'm not gonna stop now. I think the only one I didn't get was like Modern Warfare 3 a couple years ago. But that's just because I wasn't really playing many games then anyways. But yeah, I am excited based on the multiplayer. And for the zombies, now zombies has a really close place in my heart. I love it. I really never considered myself just a zombies player or just a multiplayer player, but I definitely played way more zombies than I did multiplayer over the years. Especially Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2. I started off playing Call of Duty with zombies at World at War, so I definitely love zombies and I love the storyline. I do not know anything about the storyline from the Black Ops 6 people. I don't really care about them. But of course, Richtofen, the original 4, I love, as well as the ones from Transit, which I am really excited to see the Transit come back. I know Transit got a lot of hate, but I always loved it. I always loved the way it worked, and it was ahead of its time, definitely. So I think running on, you know, these generation of consoles is definitely going to be a lot better. I'm hoping that they don't change too much of it. I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, all the new stuff they've added. I don't like the armor. I don't like the point system. I don't like the perk system. I like the old school stuff. So when I obviously heard that they're going to be making a kind of a classic mode, which is cursed mode, I'm really excited. Then I found out you have to complete the Easter egg to get it, which is fine, but I don't think that should be necessary. I think it should be standard without having to do anything, and I really do hope they change that, and I think they will. My prediction is that they will not keep that requirement. They will eventually just give it to everyone to play right off the bat, because I don't really necessarily want to play the version that they have. I don't want to play this updated modern zombies. I just don't like it. And people might say, oh, maybe you're just not used to it. I am used to it, okay? And while it is enjoyable, okay? I won't say it's not. It is. I would just much rather prefer the classic system, the classic points, classic perks. I like the gobblegums. Gobblegums are fine. But I don't like this whole setup. I don't like having to be able to drive cars or whatever. I just like the classic zombies, okay? Think Black Ops 3 or before. Nothing after that. Alright? Even Black Ops 4, I did not really enjoy. I always played it just like classic. I would avoid anything else at all costs, okay? So, really that's my opinion. But yeah, I gotta say, this farm map is awesome. It's, for starters, it's just beautiful, okay? You look at this, it's stunning. And if you have played the original farm from Black Ops 2, it's just a survival map. It's not easy. It's not. You cannot get to a high round without a lot of difficulty. I found this one, my biggest issue with the modern zombies is the amount of zombies. They're just too many and they're way too fast. You don't have time to do anything. There's no, you know, having a breather in between rounds, because before the round is even switched on the top of the screen, there's zombies spawned. I don't like that. I think the bosses are fine. I know people like saying they're reused and whatnot. Whatever. To me, they're new because I have never experienced them before. But of course, people can be annoyed with that if they're playing the other zombies. But you know, the bear was fine. He can absolutely destroy you, so if you don't get rid of him right away, you're done. But yeah, the map overall was good. I don't really like the salvage aspect of it, but again, that's part of the game now, and it's alright. I mean, it gives you something to do, I guess. I always found collecting salvage to be a very slow process. In Black Ops 6, I found it a bit better in this beta here, so we'll see. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was fun. It was just your classic survival map, so I think a lot of people kind of got bored with it, but that is what it is. It's a beta. It gives you a taste. It's a little bit of a taste of what we're going to be getting. So, overall, the zombies was a lot of fun, so I really can't complain. But yeah, so overall, I did have a lot of fun with this beta, okay? I will say it, and if I played with friends, I probably would be praising this to the moon, because obviously having that experience is quite different than playing alone, but I definitely did have a lot of fun with this. I didn't find it too, you know, difficult or too sweaty, I guess you can say. But yeah, I gotta say, this was exciting, and I am excited to see where this goes. So until then, we just gotta kind of wait and see what happens. But other than that, that's it. Let me know your guys' opinions on Black Ops 7. What do you think is gonna happen? What's your predictions for after launch? That's the big thing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna be playing it a lot on the channel, videos, streaming, whatever. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, comment down below your opinion, and if you guys want to see any other videos of any game, let me know in the comment section down below as well. Alright, that's it guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.